Hola, que os vení Pegasister. Bienvenidos al portal Hidralisco cuando estoy acá con Seratul. Vamos a estar haciendo una reacción del video My Little DASHIE. Y como la mierda esta tiene una introducción de la puta madre, lo vamos a adelantar un cachito ahí.
The joyful faces of the ponies and the peaceful scenery of their world. It's so hard to look at that beautiful world, having it so close.
Retrocelo, para retrocelo. ¿Por qué? No, deja después. Coño, estoy moviendo todo. No sabía que se puede hacer eso. Ahí está. Re triste la música ahorita.
When I feel sad, I walk. When I feel tired, I walk. When I feel like walking, I walk.
What?
Walking has become my second life in a sense.
O sea, ponerle el chabón es un patán que no tiene vida, dice, cuando me siento triste voy a caminar. Es como decir, ¡ey! No hay problema, estoy triste, voy a caminar. ¡Ey! ¿O no?
No hay problema, estoy triste, voy a caminar. Yay. ¿O no?
I spend at least half my day outside,
Yay.
crawling sidewalks and decaying suburbs. I live my life one day at a time. A good portion of those days are uneventful, always falling into the same routine. I wake up, walk to work, walk home. Then I'll bum around until I go to bed. Sometimes I'll hang with my few friends, while other times I'll just play video games or watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Living in a dying city isn't very fun or interesting. This city was once full of life and color. But now most of the houses are sagging. The businesses sit empty and abandoned, and the open fields lay barren of the once great factories that helped drive the local economy. I never saw the city during those times, but I have seen pictures. My mother started painting once everything crumbled beneath her feet, making the sad scenery before her look beautiful. Her masterpiece is of an open field that yielded to a parking garage, and over it she drew this amazing rainbow. It's by far my favorite picture. And I guess that's why I like Rainbow Dash the most out of all the other ponies. Her colors, the amazing Sonic Rainbow, all of that reminds me of her picture.
La reimplosión sónica.
Today, as usual, I walked to work.
I walk to work.
It was the same shit, just a different day. I watched the same people come into the store, grab their merchandise, pay for it, and then walk out with bags in tow.
I can tell.
Now, living in this area, I see trash all the time. Boxes and plastic bags littered the streets and empty fields. Rarely would I see a cardboard box that isn't crushed in one way or another. It's just sitting there, sad among the broken concrete and overgrown grass. It doesn't move or stand out as if it were special. It's just an ordinary brown cardboard box. Inside is a sleeping, filling Rainbow Dash.
Oh my god.
There is not a physical or a mental or extraterrestrial way how this could be here. How she could be here. In my gloomy, dark, and horrible world. The very first thought that runs through my mind, besides the initial Philly Rainbow Dash in a box, is who in the world would give up a Philly Rainbow Dash?
La chaqueta de cuero luego, ¿verdad?
My heart explodes. Twice. I have not smiled like this in years. Hi there. What are you doing out here?
¿Viste la voz? Hi there. What are you doing here? What did you?
I am so not sure how to handle this situation.
Dios mío.
Do I take her home? Do I call somebody?
¿Por qué?
Who would I even call?
¿A quién podría llamar si no tengo saldo? Oh, te dijo porque me queda poco crédito.
She would probably be taken off to some lab and experimented on. Honestly, I only have one choice here. She has no clue what's going on, where she is, who I am, or anything else. She's beyond the word lost. She's misplaced. Right now, there is nothing else that matters to me.
Es un hombre sin rostro como el Cheque Hacker
my sore feet,
de Game of
painful
Thrones.
heart, all go unnoticed. There's nothing else can come remotely close to the feeling I have right now. This joy that I'm experiencing at this moment as I lay awake on my couch. She is here. She is real.
She's real.
Right now, she's my little pony.
My
She
little
is
pony.
my little Dashie.
Ah, Dashi.
It's only been about 4 months since I brought the young rainbow Dashie into my home. I did what little research I could on the matter, but I've come to no conclusions. I really have no idea why she's here, and quite frankly, I don't care. These few months with her have been the most amazing time of my life.
La casa,
She has
cuesta.
opened my heart up to
Casi como.
sonríe, joy.
Sí, boludo. Yo también sonrío todo el
Right
día.
now, she sits next to me on the
A la
couch.
concha de tu hermano.
Está contando lo que pasa. Ahora mismo está
She
viendo
seems to
televisión.
enjoy the morning cartoons on local stations, and I've kind of come to enjoy them too. She acts a lot like a young kid would, but then again, why wouldn't she? Another amazing thing is she's been learning to talk. Now, I'm not much of a teacher, or for that matter, a parent, but I'm doing my best to help her learn to speak and read. I've decided, since I actually don't know her actual birthday, I'm gonna make the day I found her her birthday, September the 17th.
Qué copado.
And oddly enough, that's the very same day that the second season of My Little Pony aired last year. I quit watching the show after Dashie came into my life. There was no reason for me to continue. And honestly, I don't have a lot of time to myself anymore. She's able to fully communicate with me now, as well as read English. And she's even started to learn how to write with, you guessed it, her mouth.
Oh.
I did try to invent some things for her hoof so she could write, but it seems writing with her mouth is more natural than moving her hoof around. One thing that troubles me with her, though, every day she sits at her window looking outside. I'm not worried about her being seen by passerbys. I live on a dead-end street, so that's the least of my worries. Still, though she hasn't said anything to me yet, I can see the hunger for fresh air in her eyes. I really can't keep her in here her entire life. I keep talking like she's going to be here forever. I know that isn't true. One day, someday, she'll return home. Whether that's a simple poof and she's gone, or perhaps through some other means. In my heart, I hope that never happens. But in my head, I know it will. It's just...
Este video es demasiado largo para verlo. ¿Por qué no lo cortamos un cachito? Y lo adelantamos cuando ya viene el salseo.
That's
Not
the
a
way I
minute.
win. I do hope to get her outside sometime soon. I've been checking out some of the abandoned lots and former parks on my walks to and from work.
Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está. I wanna go walk.
Where the best
I'm gonna walk.
location would be to take her. Funnily enough, it seems the field that I played at growing up was the best option.
Un campo de tiro, ¿viste? Sacan a todos los
So
nervios y
that's
hacen
when I
campo
decided
traviesa, ¿viste? Empiezan a cagar
I'll take her to the
cuetazos.
field. How will I get her there? She's still relatively small, so I can hide her inside a jacket or something. And tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day anyway.
Ah, pobrecito.
I've been taking her to that old field for weeks in hopes that I could help her learn how to fly. There's this large tree there with branches sticking out over a grassy terrace. The perfect spot for her to practice. If she falls and I can't catch her, at least she'll have something remotely safe to land on. She fell a lot, and I knew she would. There were many scrapes, cuts, and bruises toward her goal, but finally, after many weeks of work, she did it. She flew. Now, it was only a short distance, about 50 feet or so, but still, she did it. She's a little scraped up, but she's beaming with pride. Another thing that had been brought to my attention. She asked me about having her own room, and I got to thinking, I realized the house does
Los
have
buzos que
spare
se habló tan
bedrooms.
buenísimo.
Though my parents had filled it with my old school stuff from my younger years, as well as several of my old toys. You know, she might enjoy them. Though she is getting older, I'm not sure how entertaining they'd be for her. But if she has her own room, I can get her her own things, so that she can feel somewhat normal. She is pretty smart for a filly and knows the difference between our species. However, she still knows nothing about her origin. She's just not ready yet. The only thing I can do is keep her happy. Today is a day for celebration. But today, my little Dashie got her cutie mark. She didn't even know what it was until I explained it to her. Now she's even more ecstatic than before. It was just a normal field outing, but this time she decided she wanted to see how high she could get in an attempt to gain speed from the fall. All the right things factored for her, how she positioned herself, her mental focus, and possibly me on the ground watching and cheering. But she did it.
Está buenísimo.
I knew you could break the sound barrier, but to actually do the rainbow part 2, my mind was blown. So the initial explosion caused a ton of broken windows and set up car alarms in the next county. We rushed home before anyone could arrive at the field. I was lucky, none of my windows were broken. Though that was her highlight of the day, mine was just moments ago. She has now come accustomed to sleeping in her own room versus with me out on the couch. Now I can sleep in my own bed once more. But I do keep the door unlocked, so if she needs me, she can come get me. I had just tucked her into bed and told her good night when she said it.
Good night, Daddy. I love you.
Good night, my little Dashie. For the first time, not only did she call me Daddy, which she has done on occasion, but she even said,
Eso que dijo recién es hermoso, pero dejar la puerta abierta cuando la abrís toda, eso es entrecerrada, no la dejó ni abierta ni cerrada, la dejó entrecerrada.
I love you.
No tiene sentido.
I haven't moved for an hour now. I am so lost.
Hermano Fernet.
The few times she has called me Daddy,
Cuando pasa eso, vos tenés que darle al trago.
¿Cómo te mezclado con coca, boludo?
Me
I
trago
could be sure
chocolate,
why
no te
she
cago
called me
mucho.
that. Being with her so much has
Y el
made me
farnecho.
accepted as part of taking care of her. But tonight, when she said those 3 words, the realization finally sank into my heart. I am her daddy, and quite frankly, I consider her my daughter.
Te digo que estás feliz, chaval. Y el
I
trago.
think I've finally done it. I had broken my hard shell that had formed when my parents died.
Ah, bueno. No, está
I've
bien, bien.
let a sweet little filly into my life. I gave her a home to live in, food to eat, and now a daddy to love.
Colombia, boludo.
Colombia Pictures.
Capaz que
She
tiene ahora.
has given me hope, love, compassion, and now something I thought I'd never utter. A daughter.
Ay, no voy a decir nada.
I believe Dashie is now at her full size, rounding in at about 3 feet tall. She's fully grown. Though she's only 10 years old according to my math, I believe she's actually closer to 14 or 15 in actual years. So we celebrated 5 missed birthdays. I got a new job, one that pays much better.
Estos autos que compró, boludo.
Actually even talked about getting a job, but then she remembered what I
Oh, no. ¿Cuánto le pagaban? 10.000 al día, chabón, que se compró un auto.
Allá en Estados Unidos, con 100.000 $10.000 te compró un auto.
Luckily, I have a way to fix this. Due to the sheer size of the property, it involves a lot of cutting of grass.
A lot.
Tomorrow, I'll modify a lawnmower for her to use so that she can have a job. I'll even pay her so that she can buy her own stuff if she wants.
Si le pagas comunidad, te cago a
According to
ti.
the show, she was a weatherman, and I don't have her mess with Mother Nature unless it's a dire emergency. So there really isn't any job there for her.
Uy, Dios, te así. Perdón, disculpe.
I don't know when, but I have the sudden feeling our time together is running out. All of this has been too good to be true.
Siempre.
Sabes que es demasiado bueno para ser cierto eso.
Exacto.
Today has to be the worst time of my life,
Se fue.
even more than when my parents died.
Se fue.
Dashie found out the truth before I could
Mm.
tell her myself.
La verdad,
I
se me
remember I
ocurre.
walked in from work with some groceries, set them in the kitchen, and walked into the living room. That's when I saw it. My heart sank. I knew that.
Alucina. Como que empezó a alucinar. Te quiere matar.
How long have you known about this?
La cara flaco.
How long have you known about this?
No le habla de nada. Se
I
queda.
sat down, turned off the television, and told her everything. I told her about the show, finding her, and answered any other questions she had for me. After our argument, she flew upstairs into her bedroom and slammed the door shut. An hour later, I went to check on her, but no response told me she'd flown off. I can only hope that she comes back. Or at least, if she doesn't, she stays away from any other people. All I can say to her at this point is that I'm sorry. I am so sorry. It's been 3 days since Dashie left. The night of her departure, I did something I hadn't done in a very
For a
long
walk.
time. I went for a walk. I was
¿Qué te iba a decir? Estoy más bajo que mi hermana porque yo estoy muy relajado acá en la silla. Este nete está re...
Hey, man, no problem. Siempre que tengo un problema también salgo a caminar. Yay.
Y aparte estoy sentado más para... Estoy echado más atrás. Y no me gusta más atrás aleja.
It's 3 days later, and I'm finding myself out here walking again.
Topa, un juego la capucha. Se pone la capucha, no, tío. La puta de capucha. Tengo mi pelo con gel.
Good night, Daddy.
¡Ah! Me es una vértebra. So.
Ah,
Oh. Te escuché. ¿En serio?
¿vos ya lo oíste?
No. Ojo, yo no.
I heard you,
Le pegan el palo, bro, en tío entra.
and I'm sorry too.
You have nothing to be sorry about.
Sorry.
It's my fault. Simple as that.
Dad, do you still love me?
No, por eso te fuiste. Ah.
I'm always
Ah, ¿tiene capucha, chabón?
I still love you.
Ah, la está arrasando.
Número what?
Small fights is ours. Never change that.
Pero... I go for a walk.
With some time, settle down.
¿Tiene capucha?
No.
She is a smart mare and knows she is real, not that made-up cartoon pony from the show.
Right, Kimps.
I can only help to push her into
Está
believing
todo mojado, chabón.
and hope that she'll do the same for me. There is a point in every parent's life when they have to let their child go. On her 20th birthday,
Es una mierda,
Para vigésimo.
I
20.
planned a special outing to go see a flight show.
Mm,
As we prepared to leave, there was a knocking at the door.
Dijo 20.
20 birthday.
20. 20.
Skigapur, esa remera de Skigapur. Skigapur.
When I first saw the figure standing on my porch, I wasn't sure if I was dreaming or hallucinating.
Holy shit.
She stood there another second looking at me.
Oh, me pica la frente. Ay, contra que sé yo.
Ay, la tole.
¡Oh!
¿Vos sabés lo que pasaría si apareciera una tuela acá en este mundo, boludo? Yo pierdo lo que es el YouTube, pierdo a mi fan, pierdo lo que es la noción del tiempo.
Filmás con ella. Ah.
Ahí está Pink. Ah, Pink.
I'm quite surprised. I had expected a little more resistance to us entering.
Why?
Why?
You all are.
Ah, so you do know then.
That you are fictional characters from a children's TV show.
Ya sé.
Yeah. Otherwise, why you're all here,
Ay, contra.
I have no idea.
I think you do.
My heart fell into the pits of my stomach.
Bueno.
I did know. She was straight to the point about it.
Excuse me, sir. But from what we could figure out, Rainbow Dash should be here. Is she?
She, yeah, she's upstairs in her room.
Her room.
Yeah, Dashie's in her room. I wasn't sure who was knocking and I didn't want her to be spotted.
Dashie? My, my.
My,
You're
my.
excited for already?
I wanted to punch that poor thing right in the
O sea, la paciencia del chabón le dura la paciencia lo sacó de quicio.
Le dura un caramelo.
Dashie, my.
La paciencia le dura menos que papel higiénico en baño público, chaval.
That's not even the beginning of
The beginning.
it. And I could be asking you
Y un pobre.
¿Qué están haciendo ustedes acá? No.
ponies about
Vete.
what the hell you did.
The hell you did?
You see.
You
my
see?
student,
I know who she is.
Sister.
Just cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase. La ola.
of course.
Está dando, mira. Estamos por el minuto 20, boludo.
To help the weather team with storm development.
Dura lo mismo que dura el video.
Making a slightly too large
27.
storm. And when Twilight had attempted to
No,
use
pasa que
her
vos
magic
dijiste la
to
presentación y
stop
lo
it,
paraste cada 2
it
por
shot
3.
a lightning bolt altimeter of 1. Rainbow Dash was unfortunate enough
Oh,
to
no.
be the edge of the blast and engulfed her. It sent her to here.
Eso puede pasar
Never
acá.
arrived to retrieve her. Simple enough, I would imagine.
Ah, pero me da.
Dad? Is everything alright?
It was in that second that my heart stopped beating.
Sugar cube.
Excuse me, Sugar Cube. Did I just hear Rainbow call you
Ya.
Dad?
Desde ahí.
You couldn't
There was only
Tienes
one
acento,
thing I
¿viste?
could do.
Yeah.
I had to do it. But I knew I wouldn't like it.
Dad?
Fue caupa, boludo.
Yeah, Dad,
Claro.
I'm coming up. We need to talk.
Déjenme traerles un regalo. Se pone una máscara de Jason y saca una motosierra. Esta es mi casa, no la quiero que se vaya.
Get out of my home.
Get out my go. Ow.
Dashie! Hey, get away from me! You don't recognize me, do you?
Hey, get away from me. Dice.
Dash, take a seat, please. So I
Por favor,
can
toma asiento. Era re buena.
Rolando.
Skate
How
Game.
long ago was she sent over
1988.
here?
About 15 days ago. Why?
Well, it's been a lot more time than that here.
How long?
15 years.
15 years.
That don't explain why she don't know us.
No, that's the thing. When I found her, she was just a filly.
Come again?
Come again.
I think she was no older than 4 or 5 years
Si
old.
tenía 5, tiene 20, claro.
Have you been taking care of Rainbow Dash for 15 years? Since she was a small filly?
We,
We are.
I know it's not true.
¿Estás llorando?
I think I understand
¿Quién, yo?
the reason
Flaco.
behind
No sé.
why Rainbow Dash had called you.
it's not true.
So, what's supposed to happen now?
Well, it's quite simple. Twilight, do you still remember that memory spell from the Discord?
No, es mi pony, es
I
mi
know
pony. Se ha pegado piña en la cara.
what Celestia had in mind. She wanted Twilight to either erase Dash's memories or start from anew. No, please wait.
No, please
Just
wait.
give me a moment with her, please.
¿Estás
That's
llorando?
all I ask. Since
Es la cosa así.
El llanto más sobreactuado que he
this
visto,
is the
boludo.
last time we'll see each other.
¡Ah!
Dashie,
¿Qué sueño?
my little Dashie, I love you with all my heart. You have done wonders to open me up to the man who once was. You have brought me so much joy in my life. I can't possibly ever thank you for it all. These 15 years we've had together, talking, playing, crying, all those have been so special to me. I just wanted you to know that I will forever love you. If there is ever a problem that happens and you need me, don't hesitate to find a way to get me. Okay?
Do I have to go, Daddy?
La puta madre, este es el primero, boludo.
Home, Dashie. You don't belong here.
But I belong here, with you.
You have no friends or other ponies to relate to. I was
Yo voy a ser mejor que se lo hubieran llevado al chabón, ¿viste?
Lo conviertan en un pony.
Sí, en su osea.
only taking care of you until this time would come.
No me cae la ficha, boludo.
I love you.
Hay gente que llora ahorita. ¡Ay, tengo sueño! Tengo sueño.
Joder.
Joder. Es como el nacimiento de la mano. Cojones, me hace
It hurt so much.
Twilight.
I knew it was right. It was what had to happen. For her, for her friends, and in a twisted way for me.
Wait, before I go, I want to get something.
Ahora conocí aquí un peluche de Rainbow Dash, boludo. Yo lo tengo.
I knew she had realized
Lo tengo
this
acá
is how it must end. The box, from my guessing, was probably her most cherished items.
Un momentito, por favor. Bueno, seguimos con el video y acá es cuando yo digo: ¡Ponis, vengan a mí!
Pony, vengan a mí.
Se la...
It hurt me to think about it. I hope she had a picture of us in there.
Tómate, que ahora son.
I'm so sorry, Rainbow Dash. I see, but there was no other way to do this.
Sí, ya te lo
¡Ah,
alcanzo.
me loco!
I couldn't blame anybody for sending Rainbow Dash here. I wish to thank you, Twilight, and the rest of you.
Joder,
Thank you for what you did.
la puta madre se me cae todo. Mirá, 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 qué pelotudo. ¿Qué hice? Mirá, lo mandé a la mierda el video, está. Por acá estaba. No,
Okay?
Do
No.
you want to get something?
no,
Oh, not intentionally.
por acá.
Thank you. Thank you, son. Thank you, darling. For caring for our Rainbow Dash. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Che, no muestran a Pinky, ¿verdad?
You know, Rainbow?
Los pelos.
Pase lo que pase, no debes llorar, Hidralisco. Tus fans no te pueden ver llorar. No te pueden ver llorar, en serio. Y terminó el video. Fue algo... No terminó. Faltan los créditos.
Che, el chabón como que está solo ahí en la casa.
Ujú.
¡Ay, te doy! ¡Ah!
Quedó reformado mis salones.
Nunca mostré la cara flaco, ¿viste? Ahí cuando...
Dad, for 15 years you took care of me. For 15 years you loved me, played with me, and made sure I enjoyed my life in a world not meant to house me. I'm not a man of many words, but even though I told you this in person, I felt you needed a written version of it so you would know it was all real. I love you, Daddy. You helped shape me into the man I am now. I'm not sure
Cojones.
what's going to happen.
Te me echó
If
todo
I
el can.
remember any of this or not, but I want you to know that you did a darn good job of raising me, even if I was a bit stubborn at times and short of during others. With Celestia's permission, I hope to allow you to keep our photos
Or
our
pictures.
memories with you so that you will never forget. Again, I love you and thank you. Your little daughter always, your little Dashie forever.
Forever and ever. Rainbow Dash. Holy shit, man. Bien. Ah, sí terminó. Y esta fue la video reacción. No tuve una reacción muy positiva sobre eso. Aunque yo no soy una persona que llore porque no soy muy sentimental. Perdí. Ya desperdicié bastante años de mi vida llorando por todo lo que pasó. Sigue viendo el drama live, ¿entendés? Sos un idiota, boludo, en serio. Si ven el drama live entienden por qué no lloro.
Deja de prestar.
Lo único que tengo es sueño. ¡Ah!
Grabamos en algún lugar, ¿verdad? En modo historia.
¿Qué te iba a decir? Y bueno, esta fue la video reacción de DASHIE. O sea, me cagué más de risa con lo que el chabón decía que con el video. Estaba bulleando. Sí, porque tengo gel puesto, gel fijado para el cabello. Largo que. Y bueno, esta fue la video reacción. No fue una video reacción, fue ver un video que la verdad no me gustó una mierda. Que la verdad no me gustó
Claro, el
un
otro
carajo.
juego copita agua que casi vomitaba, boludo, por toda la cena que había.
¿Cuál?
El otro, el Smile.
Y bueno, nada más. Dale like, suscríbete a mi canal, compartirlo con vuestros amigos. Y nada más. Pan. ¿Qué dice algo? Ah, ya dejé una publicación en Facebook sobre que me hagan preguntas a mí y a mi hermano también. Porque vamos a hacer una pregunta de Facebook, pero nada más que lo voy a responder con él. Y bueno, déjenle preguntas tanto a él como a mí. Y bueno, esto fue todo. Espero que les haya gustado. Nos vemos en el siguiente video de Portal Hidralisco. ¡Chau!
Lights are out and they're sweat in your embrace.